Hello, my name is Jay Wilder. Welcome to this video. We're going to talk about awaken to the divine within. Within each of us there's a little spark of light. Oftentimes we can live an entire life and never really become that consciously aware of it. We're sponsoring a trip to India January 2nd to January 11th for you to have that opportunity. To actually experience the divine within you. Now, how can I say this? How can I say this with confidence and look you in the eye, so to speak, that you can have this experience? This will be my 13th trip to India. India is known as the land of light. They have a culture there that goes back thousands of years, where people who become enlightened literally have light around them that you can see. They're honored, they're respected in their culture. In our culture in the West, our focus is really on the material plane. And we've done a great job. We have tall buildings, fast cars, mass food production. We really have gone a long ways in mastering the physical plane. But unless you have both, unless you have that inner spiritual connection with inside yourself, it can be very empty. It can be very hollow. I know, I speak from experience. I built up a chain of stores one time, and once I'd achieved the American dream, where I had everything, so to speak, you could want, typically speaking, I was devastated because I realized I was still unhappy. I was empty. That was the first trip I went to India. I actually went over for 2 weeks with the intention that if I wasn't enlightened in 2 weeks, I was going to come back. Well, I extended my stay. 3 months later, I realized I'd just begun to scratch the surface of this process of getting in touch with the divine within yourself, that little spark within you. Let me tell you about this trip we put together. You fly out of the U.S. on January 1st, arrive in India on January 2nd. We pick you up at the airport. Everything is structured and handled for you. We're going to a city called Tiruvannamalai. This is in Southeast Asia, Southeast India rather. Tiruvannamalai. It's a temple city. There are hundreds of temples all around this small city. I think it's about 140,000 people overall in the city. There's a mountain there known as Arunachala. It's a fire mountain. First time I went there, first day I noticed my mind seemed a little quieter than normal. Second day it got quieter. Third day quieter. Fourth day I really was aware that something was happening. The fifth day my mind was just quiet. I was at complete peace within my mind. Now, this is a report a lot of people will tell you about their experience around the mountain Arunachala. Every full moon, people from all over India come to this mountain, and it's 14 kilometers around the base, and they walk the mountain because it's a very sacred route. And again, this is an example of the Indian culture and how people live in India, how they are constantly doing things to connect with their spirit inside. While we're there, we are going to also go around the mountain. We have an itinerary. We'll be in India 10 days. Every day we'll have one major event planned. Typically, we will meet as a group for breakfast. People will have a lot of free time. The cost to go on the tour, we've broken it down so that once you're in India, you can make your own choice about where you want to stay. Now, where I'm going to be staying, I'm going to be there before everyone gets there. It's 500 rupees a night. It's a private room with my own bathroom. And 500 rupees in US dollars is $8.10. So as you can see, that's a lot less than the US. A meal in a nice restaurant can run you $2 or $3. I mean, with entrees and drinks and everything. Not alcohol so much. In India, by the way, pretty much everybody speaks English. You won't have any problem with the language situation. So the cost, though, depending upon where you want to stay. Now, there are some really super nice luxury hotels in Tiruvannamalai that can cost you $50 a night, $150 a night. The wide range, you get to choose where you want to stay. And as I said, the meals are inexpensive. Local transportation taxis and rickshaws are usually like $1 a trip, something like that of that nature, maybe a little bit less, depending upon how close it is. The range is $3,500 to $5,500 for the cost. That includes the guided tour that myself and Raul will be providing. Raul Raleigh is going to be offering satsang there. He's from the LA area, good friend of mine. He's also my teacher. His website is Cosmic Fire Satsang. If you want to get to watch some of Raul's videos on that website, I would recommend going there and looking at it. But the schedule, if you contact me, I'll be happy to send you a list of the schedule. We've got a lot booked, a lot of plans, a lot of exciting places to see. Uh, and I just want to close with this thought, and that is, it's truly one of the most valuable things a person can do for themselves, which is to awaken the divine within. Um, I have personally have been working at this for decades, and I get a little more open in as I go along. It's a lifelong process, in my experience, that you find more and more enlightenment within yourself the more you aim in that direction. This is a life-changing aim to go to India for these days. I would love to have you come along and be with us. It's going to be a small group. We expect 10 people to be traveling. We already have a few sign-ups. So again, I want to thank you very much for watching this video. My direct phone number is area code 310-593-4575. Give me a call. It's January 2nd to January 11th, 2015. Start the year 2015 a new person. We are going to also be doing a lot of karma clearing in India, which will enable you to clean out with the old and start a whole new life for 2015. And look forward to meeting you in person. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.